Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. The rating system assessment. Successfully completed that, and now let us discuss the questions which are appeared in the previous contest like NEET, MSET level, the previous contests. Let us discuss. So before going to assessment, let us briefly review what we have learned. Reproduction is necessary for and continuation of life, isn't it? Reproduction is of two types, keeping in view of fusion of gametes. What are they? Sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, only half of each parent's chromosomes are passed to the next generation, isn't it? In the asexual type of reproductions, examples we have studied: fission, budding, fragmentation, regeneration, spore formation. These are all the ways of asexual reproduction. Several plants may be parts like stems, roots, leaves, etc., and is called vegetative propagation. The vegetative propagation may be natural or man-made. It has got some economic importance, isn't it? What are the man-made methods of asexual reproduction? Man-made methods of vegetative propagation: layering, grafting, tissue culture, isn't it? So in grafting, desirable tissue growing plants. It helps to grow more plants in less time and less place, isn't it? The sexual reproduction in higher animals is through specialized organs, distinctively male and female reproductive systems. Cells divide for growth and growth of the individual to repair and replace the worn out cells, and also for the formation of gametes. What is the division? Cell division is of two types, that is mitosis, also called somatic cell division, meiosis, also called reproductive cell division. The cell of the body may either be somatic cells that constitute the general body of the organism, or germ cells that take part in the formation of gametes, isn't it? What are the different phases in the cell division? G1, S, G2 and M phases are the stages in the cell cycle that are in the, okay, what is the equation? That is G1, S, G2 and M equal to cell cycle. The longest phase in the synthesis phase, it is a synthesis phase that occurs in the interphase in the cell cycle, where the duplication of genetic material takes place, isn't it? At the end of mitosis, cells are formed with the number of chromosomes same as that of their parents. It runs through, what are the phases? Prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. It is called cytokinesis, division of karyokinesis. During meiosis, the parent cell divides twice. Okay, nucleus divides twice. Formed. The reproductive health is very important to possess sound mind in a sound body. One should be aware of facts related to transmission of sexually transmitted diseases. There is no cure for AIDS. Prevention is the only way to avoid it. Nowadays, various methods of contraception are available to control the childbirth. It is our responsibility to build a healthy society. Determination of the sex before birth is illegal. Stop female foeticide. Okay. So now let us proceed to the assessment. The question number 1. Onion is propagated through it tuber rhizomes. Okay, onion Bulbils are employed for multiplication of bryophyllum, crocus, agave, strawberry. Okay. This is agave. The leaf tips help in vegetative propagation in begonia, bryophyllum, sansevieria, ediantum, chordatum. Actually, bryophyllum is the most common example, and even in begonia also through leaves, not leaves. Corn. Corn is used as a means of vegetative multiplication in Corm. Okay, Corm is a type of vegetative propagation in ginger, gladiolus, banana, pineapple. It is the gladiolus. Corm is the method of vegetative propagation. Sporulation is exhibited by multicellular chordates, acellular protists like monocystis, plasmodium, multicellular cnidarians like hydra and obelia, multicellular sponges. So actually protists like monocystis and plasmodium also shows sporulation, formation of spores. In budding, new individuals are formed by meiosis and mitosis, meiosis only, mitosis only, meiosis, mitosis and demitosis. In budding, the new individuals are formed by. Which one of the following is concerned with asexual reproduction? Zygotes, spores, gametes, gonads. Spores. Spores are the units of asexual reproduction. Mango and guava are propagated through tissue culture, grafting, stem cutting, layering. Grafting is the common method used in the propagation of these horticultured plants. Among the following, which is not a method of vegetative propagation? Budding, layering, sowing, tissue culture. Sowing. Okay. In agave, the vegetative propagation is carried out through bulbils. Okay. Virus, shoot culture, protoplast, fusion, embryo culture. These are all the methods of tissue culture. So it is a shoot tip culture. We can produce virus-free plant. Aseptic culture means the absence of life, of bacteria, absence of other organisms like bacteria, parthenogenetic development. It is aseptic means safe condition where the absence of other organisms like bacteria. So explant is required to be disinfected before placing in culture. This is done by autoclaving, ultraviolet rays, Clorox or X-rays. It is through Clorox or hypochlorite. Who developed the technique of nurse tissue to show cellular totipotency? What is totipotency? The capability of a plant cell to develop into entire plant. Potency. So these totipotent cells are present in the meristematic regions of the plant. Okay. Habitat it is, not the spelling mistake here. Habitat, Steward, Muir, Conner. It is the Habitat who introduced the term cellular totipotency. Tissue culture is growth of growth and multiplication. Artificial. Yes. Right one. Callus formation is promoted by formation is promoted. What is meant by callus? Callus is undifferentiated mass of tissues produced during tissue culture is called callus. Okay, the proper light and subculturing, darkness and subculturing, excess of NAA, it is a hormone. Okay. The absence of salts. It is darkness and subculturing. The protoplast fission results in parasexual or somatic hybridization, genetic hybridization, instability, or it is the parasexual somatic hybridization or somatic hybridization. The technique of protoplast fusion was developed by Halp and Veteral, Callus et al. White, Callus. It is the Callus et al. Who introduced the technique of protoplast fusion. Budding is a characteristic feature of hydra, frog, snake. Budding is a characteristic feature of hydra. And even in the east also you can find budding. Binary fission is a regular mode of multiplication in yeast, bacteria, bacteria. It is the bacteria which reproduce by cellular. On propagated through its tubers, bulbs, seeds, rhizomes, bulbs. Corm is used as a means of vegetative multiplication in gladiolus. These are repeated questions. Banana applied by means of seeds, leaf cutting, rhizome offsets. Rhizome. Okay. Or we can say it sword suckers. Okay, both raw banana plant or the fruit. It's a lychee fruits plant, and a pomegranate is also an example of air layering. Which one is propagated by cutting? Bougainvillea, tea, varia, all of these. Stem cutting or root cutting. So all here. Part for culturing is called Sion, stalk, explant, Callus. It is the explant which is used in the culture growing. Tissue culture by Habertland, Hanning, Nob, Coat, Gauthret. Once again, Habertland. Callus, the tissue that forms embryo, an insoluble carbohydrate, tissue that grows to form embryoid, mass of cells maintained in the culture. Is it a medium? Embryoid is a miniature embryo, non-zygotic embryo formed in vitro culture, raised in medium, cellular aggregate similar to appearance. Is the in vitro culture. Chromosomes. Parents and offsprings of a doubling of chromosomes after zygote formation. Chromosomes after gamete formation. During gamete. In rhizopods, the tubular thread-like structure at their tips are hyperrhizoids roots. It is called the vegetative propagation refers to the formation of plants, stems, roots and flowers, stems and fruits, stem, leaves and flowers. It is the second option, stem, roots and leaves. They are vegetative propagation. Factors responsible for the rapid spread of bread mould on availability of moisture and nutrients in the blood, in the bread, and the formation of round shaped sporangia. So you have to analyze okay. So here large number of spores, this is not the right one. Moisture and nutrients, it is required. The presence of tubular branched hyphae, this is also not the suitable. So the length of the pollen depends on the pollen grain and upper surface of stigma, pollen grain on upper surface of stigma and ovule, pollen grain in anther and upper surface of stigma, the upper surface of pollen grain in anther and upper surface of stigma. After fertilization, they give rise to. You have to select the true statements from these four. Okay, the first one, all flowers are bisexual. Some flowers may they are sexually reproductive organs. Absolutely correct. They are produced in all groups of plants. They are produced in. This is wrong. Give rise to fruits. Okay. 4. Which among the following statements are true for unisexual flowers? Stamen and pistil. Still right. Read the question twice and analyze the outputs. Okay. The first one is right. It requires two types of gametes, male and female. The fertilization is compulsory event. Yes. Clones. Okay. So 1, 2, and 3. 3. Wait. 9. Asexual reproduction takes place through budding in amoeba, yeast, plasmodium, leishmania. Plasmodium is produced on amoeba. Following is not a part of female reproductive system in beings. Ovary, binary fission in some organisms, definite orientation in relation to the cell structure. One structure is it is amoeba. How long their capacity to produce seeds, reproduce by vegetative propagation, fission. Vegetative. A stamen consists of two parts, namely stigma and style. Are the two structures present in the stamen. A bisexual flower contains stamens only, carpels, either stamens or carpels, stamens and carpels. And bi means all individuals produce identical. Okay, all individuals produce are genetically identical. Clone, offspring, fission, monoecious. It is the clone. Okay, they are like Xerox copies. In this plant, the site of origin of new plants is known. And among these plants, which is the origin of new plant is a node. Potato tuber, onion bulb, rhizome of ginger. So all these are propagated by stem nodes only. So all of the above. Find the propagules of ginger. Bulbil, rhizome, bulb. Ginger by means of rhizome. Ginger and turmeric, both rhizome. Bulb acts as a propagule in onion, garlic, agave, both 1 and 2. Both 1 and 2. Gametes are usually haploid, both 1 and 2. None of these. Haploid. Okay, gametes, they are haploid. Dash is cell division, cell differentiation. It is a cell division which increases the number of cells. Gamete is surrounding stadium. Fishes, amphibians, mammals, both fishes and amphibians. It's both. So depends on life cycle of organism, environment, or both. So none of these. Life cycle of the organism exposure. Parthenogenesis means fertilization by sperms, artificial fertilization, cleavage of egg without fertilization, natural fertilization. Called. What are the examples, children? Can you name? Yes, ants. Next, bees. Sure. Maximum by stolen subaerial stem. Maximum suckers. Rhizopus reproduces mainly by budding, regeneration, forming. Okay. The more questions from this chapter, more weightage. Contests. So read the lesson thoroughly. Okay, children. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.